but if I put it, but I have.
Hey, you guys! Good to see everyone. Not really see you, but I see you on the computer. Let me see.
It's probably gonna be real awkward. Yeah.
Whatever. Box or not. Yes. It's 6 o'clock.
I know.
Okay. Might as well go now. Hey, how are you?
You shouldn't even go on them. What she say? I didn't have to hold it. No. No. That girl.
This?
Yeah. There's like a red one. I think usually now. Usually like no. It's so strong. I can't go down the aisle. It's bad. No, it is. I can go back right now. I would never worry. That's what people are proud of.
Okay, we ready? I'm excited.
It scared me to go there. I was like,
How's everyone doing today?
well, thank you.
Good. Welcome. Welcome. We're all doing good? Good. Okay, I've asked a lot of you to help. So raise your hand if I've asked you to help today with something. You're going to talk about something or asked to help with something. So raise your hand really tall. Okay, 1, 2. I lost. Right, so I asked you to help. See? Becca, you're doing something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Mika's doing something too. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I wanted the girls to get up here first. I'm going to have you guys come up here first for the Mary Kay Ash thing, which I'm excited about. So you guys, we're going to start doing Mary Kay thought. And I also have Chet's Old House helping online too. So let's go ahead and bring Mac and Rachel on up here. Give a round of applause. Woo!
So we chose a post on page 99. The death of fear is doing what you fear to do.
So I love this quote because, as you all know, I just signed 2 weeks ago, and when Jana asked me what I was on a scale of 1 to 10, I said 8, and she looked straight at me and she's like, "You know why you're an 8? It's because you're afraid." And I was like, "Oh, how do you know me so well already? Like I've only seen you for 30 minutes," and so and I'm still a little bit scared of it, like the whole money thing and buying on inventory. But one thing that Becca told me was, are you going to let your money control you? And so when you are afraid of something, you know it's right, you just got to do it. I don't really have anything else to say on that. So we all know that it's true, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we both signed at the same time, and that was just a huge thing for me, just getting into something that I had no clue what I was doing. I've never done anything like this before, but just getting started and just feeling so welcomed and having, one thing that was really important to me was the top 3 things, which was faith, family, and then career, and that was just a huge confirmation. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Give a round of applause. I'm so proud of both of you. Thank you for doing that. That's kind of scary after your first week, coming up here in front of everybody. So really, really proud of you guys. Hi, back there too. Snap back. No, I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so first of all, what did you guys hear? Because I actually missed the quotes. Can you read it again?
Yeah. The death of fear is in doing what you fear to do.
The death of fear is in doing what you're afraid to do. Wow, that's deep. Okay, wow, that's incredible. So actually, that goes along a lot with what we're doing today, just because. Who knows kind of what we're going over today? What do we think? What do you think, Becca?
Wasn't it about? Oh, that's not true.
What were you gonna say?
It's about. There were 2 things, but then at the very end, we were going to talk about team building again. So I'm missing the first part, though. I don't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay.
What was it?
Clientele or customers.
Oh,
Customers, clientele, right? How to build an awesome clientele. You guys, there's a story, and I don't remember who told this. Where was this? Leah Carta told us. Okay, so we had a work group that we were in Pacesetters with Leah Carta, and it just got over. It was awesome. And something that she said that stuck with me said there's a woman who had her Mary Kay business for 25 years, and her customer reorder, you guys remember this? $6,000 to $8,000 every single month. Every single month. And we're thinking the only way I can make that money is as a director. That blew my mind. And I thought, why is it I've been in my company for 5 years, why don't I have at least this much money coming into my account every single month just from reorders? Why don't I have that? Because here's the thing, you guys, Mary Kay can be an awesome sorority, right? It's an amazing sorority, and that means like girlfriends and sisterhood and excitement, and someone's always going to be with you. But you guys, we're not going to stay here if it's not lucrative. This is true. And we might stay here, but it's not going to benefit us to the max if we're not lucrative. So I asked both Corey and Jessica Stewart to come on up here and share a little bit about what I told you guys about stuff. But both of them were like, well, actually, they both have something different to tell. Jessica, did you hear me, Stewart? Yeah. Okay, good. You just didn't give me like the eye contact. I just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to have, who else did I ask that told me you're getting like tons of reorders? Hi. Getting tons of reorders from like their customer base. It was Corey and who? Oh, Mackenzie. Mackenzie. You didn't ask me to do that. I did. That surprised you. I didn't? Oh, because you told me no. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah. Can you do it? It's just like what you told me. It's not even any big deal, but will you share like, because you had awesome sales this week. Like you had awesome things come in. Randomly. They were all coming to you, right? Can I just say it? Like what you said? Or do you want to say it?
I did have some awesome sales. I put in an order, but it wasn't really from reorders. It was just from people hearing that I sold Mary Kay. So they would just call me randomly and tell me they needed stuff. So I'm only $100 late to get my bracelet.
Yeah! Which is really awesome. Yeah, and you know, I've watched Tori. Her orders have consistently never been under 225 a month. Never ever been under 225 a month. You know, when we're struggling for our 225s in a month, you guys, why? Why is that? You know what I mean? Like, really think about that. Why is that? Number one, you're either selling and embezzling maybe and putting the money back into bills, and so it's frustrating and you're figuring out how to do that. Two, you're not doing anything, and you think you're working so hard. And when you look at your reorders, and if your reorders are under 225, if it's the 15th in the month, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, what are we doing? Because in 2 weeks, you guys, if we don't have 225 in the computer, what does that mean? What does that mean?
We didn't make an active order in the month.
Okay, we haven't made an active order yet. It's only halfway through the month, but some of us think all I need to do is sell $500 in a month and I'll be active. That is $125 a week. How many of you like are connecting the dots and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't recognize that? So I love that, Corey, and I've noticed since you very first started, because you guys, Corey purchased $1,200 from me the first year that she was my customer. So I'm talking a lot about this because our customer base, so raise your hand if you were my customer before you signed on with me. Awesome. And guess what? They're all here. They're all over 6 months, almost a year for some of you. That's weird. We got a little bit ways for a year to come, but some of us. I still have, do you guys know, I still have some of my customers that are, what's it called? They're in my unit and they still place $300 to $400 orders every 3 to 4 months. And they're not even working. All they do is they built a basic clientele of maybe 10 to 15 customers, and they have that much every 3 to 4 months. Does that make sense? So how many of you are just like, I'm going to grab faces, grab people, and I'm going to plow through them like crazy because I'm going to be a sales director and I'm going to do this, and you're not keeping your people. Number one reason why people will not stay in Mary Kay is they don't have a clientele. What's the number one question people ask you? How do I find people? And you tell them, I'll coach you, I'll train you, we'll help you. And then we don't. How do you coach someone first thing, how do you coach someone and help them become better? Hey, you have to do it yourself. So Haley, how is it? Because you have been close to DIQ before, in DIQ before? Haven't. But you've toddled around future director. She's toddled it. She's toddled future director here. Okay, and we're going to be open because here's the thing: is I've got Chesta Holthouse who's been in DIQ. We have Allison Best who's been in DIQ. Who else? So okay, we have Lindsay who's been in DIQ. So these women obviously have worked their business at a level. You had a following. True? You have a following. I shouldn't say had because it's a have. I hope you know that. It doesn't go away just because a title here or there. I really could care less about a title. And I think that sometimes like we just forget. My greatest Emily Call was not a customer of mine. Talisa was. Emily Call was not a customer of mine, but she kept my card and she was inspired. Now you have to remember that some people, most people are not going to be sign on, I want to be a director and move. Okay, most people need to say, how can this give me income to support a job? I want to quit a job. How is this going to flip-flop what I need? How is it going to give me the income that I need, right? A manager, great pay, right? Working at the bank, great pay, benefits. There was something different. A lot of it is I want to feel better. I want to feel better, and I don't feel good here. And so how many of you guys have had other like corporate jobs like that? Okay. Or have it? Any of you still have a corporate job right now? Okay, and I am going to say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it because many women, most women are working full-time jobs with 2 children and are married when they become a sales director at Mary Kay. So you have to remember that. I don't believe that you have to quit everything to be able to be successful in a Mary Kay business. I don't. I really don't believe it. But I do believe you got to go with your gut. I know many women. There was one of my really good sales director friends. She was a police officer. And she said, she's like, I love my job. I love what I do. I love being a police officer. She's like, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit. She's kind of like a kick-a woman. She's just like awesome. I love her.
Off lady.
She's really awesome. And she's really poetic too. She had this really awesome thing at seminar a couple years ago when she debuted, and it was like all about the DAQ process of becoming a director, and like, but she learned, and it was like this whole, it was awesome. Well, she quit. And how you know when to quit, and this was not what I was going to talk about, but how do you know, I think, when to start something or something else? Because I was a full-time college student. I was also a manager at my dad's furniture store. So I had a big girl job when I was young, 18 years old. I was making more money than most people. They were in their 30s, you know, working for my dad. But it was still not enough to live on my own. It still wasn't enough to pay all the big girl bills, right? I was making big girl paycheck and didn't have enough big girl money to get out of my big girl mama's house, you know? So I was saving up for school, and I would save my pennies. I'd save all my pennies, and I would go to school. And all of a sudden, Mary Kay came across and just blew my mind. Completely blew my mind. How many of you, when Mary Kay came around, or when you made the decision to join, maybe after being a customer for a little bit, it blew your mind when I sat? Because I remember Corey, she said, I'm going to sign for the discount. Just stealing all my money. All some of that money back. And it really was like that. If you know anything about Corey, she's pretty blunt. She's going to say how it is. Now, she's also one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And truly would do anything for you. And I love that about you. I really do. I love that about you. Since I very first met Corey, she's an overcomer. And she's someone that I've admired ever since I first met her. And I think I would always say, like, I'll wait for you. It's fine. When you're ready, I'll wait for you. And I was floored when she said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do Mary Kay, but I'm going to do it for the discount because you take all my money. And I said, okay, but let me talk to you a little bit more because I think you could do more. And I don't want you to sign just to have the discount because it probably will not be exciting. Because you guys, I did that once before to a really great customer that could have been a really good customer. I lost her as a customer. She made one order and I lost her as a consultant as well. Because you guys, if you're signing someone on just for the discount and you have to make that order 3 times, you know, every 3 months. And it's even hard for those of us who are working in our brains, you know. Imagine someone who's not working at all trying to come up with that, you know. So that's when I talked to Corey and I said, Corey, let's talk a little bit. Can I talk with you? First of all, she met with me at like 9:30 at night. Her bedtime's at 9, like legit, like asleep at 9. And she waited for me. And we talked a little bit and I said, I want to share with you what a Mary Kay business could do for you. Yeah, no, she's up at 4 though. She's crazy. I love her. Okay. And I remember if those of you who remember, you remember me talking about Corey. Remember? I was like, remember that girl over there? And I was like, this is what happened. You guys remember that? Were you the only one who would remember it then? Lindsay probably might remember it. But I would talk about you, and I would just say, you guys, it's building a friendship. It's building a relationship. I liked Corey. Does that make sense? I liked Danny. I liked Allison. I liked my customers. I liked my sister-in-law. I liked Mika, which is why I figured I'd want them to be with me. Does that make sense? So think about the women that you've recruited in the past or that you've interviewed in the past. Have you taken, now write this down, have you taken the time to know if you like them? Have you taken the time to know if you like them? And if you like them, will you allow them to say no to you and still feel confident and comfortable with you to say yes later? Allison Best said yes, jumped off for a year because she was scared about inventory and she didn't have options, and came back later and her situation hadn't changed, but her mindset did. You know, it's scary. It's scary. She had 2 kids at the time. They were pretty young. They're pretty young, and she had just got back from a trip, but we had built a friendship. I remember I tried to get together with, the only way I could get together with her was I said, why don't we exercise together? She's like, okay. I was like, finally, like I could get together with her. And we were exercising, and she is just energizing funny. And I was like, and I remember I was like, I gotta start like running next to her like cheetah legs. Like I was like, and I just remember like it was the relationship. And I remember she came in her BYUI shorts. And this is like how she walks like this. She like walks like this. I just remember like she walks like all fancy. And I was like, who walks like that? Like when I'm working out, I'm like, whoa. I am not cute at all. Does that make sense? But I liked her. Does that make sense? I liked her. So when I said, hey, why don't you come have pizza with me? I liked her. So she wanted to be with me and I wanted to be with her. When she decided to jump off, I don't remember if we really had too much communication about it. It wasn't like a shame on you. I don't remember talking about that, but I kind of just figured, I don't know what I thought. And then I remember she came back and it was very like, you know, it's important to keep relationships going. I don't know if I had said, hey, do you need products? I honestly don't remember because my customer service, I'll be honest with you, sucked. You guys can totally write that down. Yeah. How bad is that? Go ahead.
No. No, it was fine. I actually was watching on Facebook. Not that I was, you know, watching her page, but stuff would pop up and she'd be like, oh my gosh, I just earned my first free car. And I was like, yeah, only the high mucky muck people earn free cars. Like only a few people do that. You know.
But she knew me.
But I knew, yeah, and I was like, there's no way she could earn a car. I was like, okay. You know?
Okay, time out. Because you have to remember, because with your music background and with what you're doing, it was very, I don't want to say ritzy titsy, but like it's very, you're proud of what you do and it's powerful, and your whole family had degrees, masters, and things like that. And so a little Mary Kay Yankee Yank, yeah, right, she could be really good at this. Does that make sense? You have to know where she's coming from. Because can I say that? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, so you have to know, but does it mean like because she thought that way, obviously she's not going to tell me that, but she might have hate that day. She probably didn't think that, okay, Jan's going to be like super good at this. But she was probably like, go you. Oh, that's so cute. Go you. You're going to do great. And she was probably excited. And that I do remember she was excited because she is a secret eye. See, that's the trick. You see these big business women, because honestly, very sought after, highly professional. Like you loved that professionalness, and it was all in your family. It was who you guys were. But secretively, this woman is a diva. And she likes recognition. And she likes praise. And she likes performing and making people laugh. And she likes to be the center of attention. She realizes even though it's her passion, there's something different that says, I'm behind the scenes. They don't appreciate me. They're not paying me. They skip out on their appointments. Someone's stealing my customers, like different things like that. And she's like, but that's not what I signed up for here. Does that make sense? And then all of a sudden she's thinking this Mary Kay Yankee Yank. And she's thinking, well, what the heck? She didn't even graduate. or whatever. Does that make sense? You can't prejudge someone just because, even if they have a completely different thought process, because you guys, I thought like that too. Except mine was worse. I wouldn't have been nice to him. I wouldn't have actually listened. Yeah. I think that's one bad as I just blurted out that.
Oh, well, I just think adding with the clientele, and I've kind of talked with my team, and Beck and I talked about this, Lindsay much too, is adding people onto your social media, even if they don't sign or even if they don't buy anything, because you don't know who, is going to be like, hey, I really like this lipstick color next time with this, or, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I don't like my job, or I need something changed, or, Alana was praying for something. She's like, I'm watching Netflix all day. There's no purpose in my life. I need to be doing something. And so you don't really, know who's watching you. So, that's a great thing for your clientele. It's just, within a couple of days, I text everybody and like, thank you so much for coming. I had a total blast. I'm here for you. Good luck with school or work, whatever they're doing in their lives. And I add them onto my social media. And they'll follow you.
Right. Becca.
I just am adding to the chain.
Yeah, please do.
Allison was a rock star with me.
Right.
And I would sometimes be like, oh my gosh, this is so much. But I never really felt like that, but I would act like that.
Okay, so time out, because I have to explain. When Becca signed, she jumped off after like a week. So you guys, she not only jumped off, but she started with the 2,400 inventory and jumped off and went to Africa barefoot and slept under things. And I remember touching base with her because I liked Becca. Are we connecting to this? I liked Becca.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but Allison was super good about keeping in touch with me. And she added me on Facebook and she would comment like with my family, like, oh my gosh, you got engaged. It's so exciting. I was like, she really like legitimately cares. And then I was watching Allison. I saw when Allison got the car. I saw when Allison was still doing good things. And then I followed through Allison. I followed Jana. And so I followed Allison's friends. Not to be creepy. I don't think you knew that. But I followed her friends. It was great. And then when Jana reached out to me, I was like, okay, no, this is real life. And so then when she jumped in, I had all of that layering through Allison, and she'd reached out, but then it was just all the things together. It really makes a huge difference.
Right.
Huge difference.
Right. And it wasn't a ton, but Allison would reach out and say, hey, with this, and the response, you guys, the response that she got back from Becca was, I don't want to not do it, but just hold on, not now, not probably 12,000 times, honestly, like multiple times.
No, I'm so glad you did because inside I really wanted it, but it just wasn't right there. And that was legitimately, I wasn't trying to like be kind and like be nice, but it was real.
But we get our feelings hurt when someone says, oh, not right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it right now. I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to do it. Does that make sense? How many of you get your feelings hurt? We just had to talk about this. I don't want to do it. I can't believe she said that. We've all felt that way. I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she said she doesn't want to do it with me. I knew she's not my real friend. And I'll buy an eyeshadow. See if I ever talk to her again. Right? Okay. Does anyone else have anything to add on to this chain? You guys see how this works? Now, here's the other thing is, you guys, I do feel like sometimes our Facebooks can be spammy. So I am going to do a shout out to our Facebooks. I recently did a separate Facebook group for my customers alone. And I'm going to, because I noticed with my spamminess on Facebook, have you noticed that less people will follow and like your comments? You guys, when people do things like it works or all those other different things, I honestly block them or delete them or unfollow them. So you guys, I'm going to say, if you have a customer base, build a Facebook group. I don't know what a page is, and I didn't really like the page that I built with our thing. I obviously deleted it. It will be gone in 14 days. I'm going to do a group with our Mary Kay people. And there's an app on your phone that you can just do groups, and you don't have to get on Facebook. Do you know what this is called? The Facebook group app. If you don't have it, you need to get it. You need to get it because, you guys, this app, if you know how to use these groups, so those of us who are in Pacesetters, we did learn this already, and all of us should already have this. Raise your hand if you already have the group app Boxer. Okay, so that's it. You did get it already, the group app Boxer? Good job. Good job. You already had it before that then.
Facebook, not Boxer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's a, what?
Facebook.
You said not Boxer. You said Boxer.
Sorry.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Sorry.
No, I'm on track. Thanks.
Okay, it's a Facebook group. It's a group on Facebook. Okay, let me just show you. So you guys right here, here's the thing. It says groups. Can you see that little guy with the 3 right there? The 3. I'm going to click it, and I can do my favorite. The other thing is I've noticed I was literally added onto 500 LuLaRoe crap things. And I was so irritated that I have to go through this freaking thing and delete. So I don't know how good my customer page is going to do. You know what I mean? I don't really know because I've never done it before. But I know Allison Best already has a page. Who else has like a group for your Mary Kay customers through Facebook? Okay, super smart. And continually adding. You guys, I get a lot of people through Facebook more than my personal website. I do. I get it more than my personal website. But I love my personal website because they can go there and I get them from Facebook and they go to my website. If you have a website, you've got to be advertising that you have a website. You need to have a website. If you don't have a website, you guys, I really feel like you've got to have a website. So, Rachel, you got a free website. Did you know that? Yeah.
Like for a year.
Yep, for your first entire year, it's free because she was able to start with a qualified first order. Rachel, the other Rachel, you'll get a free website too, which would be awesome. Did you already know that? You're like, I know all the details. Okay, and you guys, that's the benefit is if you figure out how to work qualified with your very first order, if you do a 600 or more, you get a free website. And guys, it's not a huge deal because it's only $30, but $30 didn't have to pay for it. It's not horrible, right? That's like 5 dinners. Okay, 1 dinner for me, but that's fine. Okay, so here's my thing. I said, my Mary Kay girl, Jana. So that's what it is. And here's what I put on here. How many of you saw that I made this on Facebook? Raise your hand if you did see me that I made it. Did I add you to it? Yeah, I did. I thought you were my customer, and I was like, I know her. Because I was like, I like her, but how do I know her? I know I like her. See, if I like you, I'm going to add you. Anyways, you can stay because then you can see what I do. I figured I added some of, I think. Okay, how many of you got an invitation for me this morning to a party? Did you get that? Is that not awesome? Okay, I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Okay, so first, this is my page. How many of you do not have Mary Kay? Okay, tell me what this is. Not a page. It's a group. It's a closed group. Are your guys' private or closed? What's yours?
It's a page.
Yours is a page. Yours is a page.
I thought about a group, so this is great.
I like a group a lot better, and here's why. Because it's closed. I feel like it's closed, more interactive. They have a group thing. I hate the page. I don't know what the page is supposed to do, but I've tried the page for a year, and I don't feel like we've had any success with it. I feel like Allison's the only one on it, which is awesome. Appreciate you.
Well, the reason I use the page is I can, and the trick is to like, comment, and share. That's the thing. And if I'm sharing that from my business page, it's going to show me updates like how many people this has been liked. So,
see, and
it's more
okay,
of like a tracking.
Yeah.
You can track it, whereas a group you can't track. You don't know who's seen it. You don't know where people are going.
but
So it's
here's
different purpose.
I'm going to tell you something. Our business is what? Face to face, personal. So in your group is going to be who?
The people you've already met.
Your friends, people you've already met. So a page is blow to the masses. I want to get to know everybody. Come and see my page. But it is not. Where's my family of Mary Kay sisters? Hey, you guys, I've got a special discount just for you. It's special. Does that make sense? I would much rather be a part of this if it was, because I feel like it's more personal. Because I thought about this for a while before I deleted my page. I think it's more personal. I think I get to have, if I'm doing a discount, there's only 37 people in the group, so I feel special. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not going to say delete it or not. I think like keep doing what you're doing, and if you like it, don't change it. But if you want something to change in your business, like if maybe your customer support group is not really powerful and you're losing a lot of customers and you don't feel like your customers are coming back to you, then I think maybe you need to try something different. Okay, but if it's not broken, Jen would always tell me, don't fix it. If it's not broken, don't change everything just because your director's saying something. I'm giving ideas for those of you who don't already have systems in place, or you have a system and it's not quite giving you the accuracy that you want. Does that make sense? So here it is. I said, my Mary Kay girl, that's me. And I said, Janet Judkins, here I am. Because my purpose is for them to find me through Facebook. Facebook is free. It's easy. They don't have to have a link to get to my website. Does that make sense? Like it's easy.
Everyone is on it.
Huh?
And everyone is on it.
Yeah. And I think probably once a month, I'll post it on my page. Hey, my customers check on, you know what I mean? Or I will be in charge of adding them to it. Now, with my customers, when I go to parties, who do I add to my customer base? Every single person I facialed or the people that just purchased product? Who said that? Okay, Mika, your opinion is I would rather have everyone that purchased.
Well, I'm just saying I think that might be what you would do.
That is what I would do. That is what I would do, actually. Okay,
I would
Lindsay?
add everyone because I've had people come back to me and order like $200, $300 worth of stuff that I facialed months ago that I forgot about.
Correct.
So,
And you've been doing follow-up, so you are contacting them. Y'all do not expect people to come to you. You need to reach out to them. Now, if you are putting every face that you go into a party into your customer database or into a Facebook, see, I like Facebook for a couple different reasons. I see their face. Then I remember who they are. I can see their kids. I can see this. And you guys, that is my strength. My strength is numbers, but the numbers will not give me the results until I know the heart, until I know them. I know what they love. I know what they don't love. I know that if they post, I'm struggling with a job, I'd say, girlfriend, I didn't know that. Let's do lunch. It might not be anything you'd ever want to do, but let's do lunch. You know, it's a friendship thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I do feel like, although I don't want to take time to put in every face I've done, I think it's important to put it on social media and to connect them to it because you don't know if they're going to come back to you. And I feel like I've lost a lot of customers just letting them go and me just connecting to my top. Because honestly, you guys, I looked for leaders and all I did was hold on to my best customers. But I let hundreds of so-so customers go. And those so-so customers, you guys, I bought nothing. What if Jen would have done that to me? I bought nothing. Does that make sense? So I think just connecting. Who's got something? Can feel energy over here. Doing good? Okay, so on here, I'm gonna read what I wrote on here. And you guys, this is not here, I'll say it's just from what I would like to see if I was added to a group. I tried not to add anyone that, are you doing okay, Rach? Do you think about it? What do you do? Do you want to turn the lights off back there?
no, okay.
Oh,
Fluorescent lights,
I'm
so-
sorry. Sorry. Do you need cookies? Okay. I actually don't know if I could.
I really am
Okay.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
Sorry. I know. You're good. I just want to make sure you're okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So, which is so cute because that's the first time I met you. You had one of those. So cute. Okay. So I said, hi, I finally created a group just for my amazing American customers and dear friends, smiley face. I'm actually excited to just keep in touch with you and also for you to have one place to check. And I said cheek. Great. One place to cheek.
The other one.
Oh boy. One place to check for updates and all kinds of fun things this holiday season. You guys also added husbands who've been purchasing from me. I added husbands to this group.
Yes.
I added husbands to this group. If I didn't know the wife, I'd added their husbands because they purchased for their wives. Okay. Facebook is a good way to stay in touch and share your favorite products and or pics after a good makeup day or skincare day. Okay, also, here's my website so you have it, blah, 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 blah. And if you are not on my online list, go ahead and check out our new website. It's fun and easy to check out. My new favorite products are our new review. I'm super excited when I said this out. Our new reviewing peel.
That's the only mistake that I noticed.
There's good. You only okay. Good. Our new
I
review
didn't
peel.
notice the cheek thing.
Oh, good. You just went right through. See,
Yep.
that's because my customers will love me, and they will love me even through my badness. My new review peel. It's renewal. If you didn't know that, that's why I'm probably not laughing because you didn't. You're like, what does that mean? That's probably what my customer would be like. Okay, review. Can I have the review peel? And our new microdermabrasion and pore minimizer. I am in love with both. If you want to try it, and you guys, honestly, the only reason I put that on there is because I really am in love with both. I would not put it on there, and my customers do know me well enough. I wouldn't offer something if I was like, no, dude, this is legit. And I'm not one to just be like, oh, it's so great, everyone will like. No. Mine's like legit. Like, here's this. I've already done the prices. This one's $65. Do it twice. Blah, 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 and it totally works. I'm like, I totally need to think that you need it because of this and this and this and this. Does that make sense? But that I can do in 2 seconds because I know my people. Does that make sense? I know my customers. And when my customers just got a ClearProof set me and I ClearProof set from me, I said, oh my gosh, there's 2 products I really, really love. You'll have to check them out. She's like, I know I'm tight on money. My husband's still going to school. And I said, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I seriously don't talk to anyone from high school anymore. And it was really fun to just see your face and like see your little boy and he's so stinking cute. And I said, well, you just go ahead and do your thing. And if you need anything, just let me know. And it's legit. It's kind. Does that make sense? If you always go to your customer with a sense of urgency that you have to place an order, they will not stay with you and they shouldn't. They shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's okay. Oh, I gotta place an order, you guys. I'm like $20 away from this. That's okay if it's a couple times a year. But when it's every month or every couple months, because I wouldn't want to stay with you. And my orders will get less and less and less, and they will feel bad. And they will go to someone else secretively and just buy the minimums from you. You need to hear me on that. They will buy the minimums from you because you're that intensity, they're feeling it from you. Now, I'm not saying you guys we're doing this, but sometimes we can get in that way when we have big goals. And so you want to be able to be on top of it so that your reorders come like waves of the ocean. It's like, it's natural. It's organic. You get product reorders organic. Like, does that make sense? Organic means what? It's natural. It comes off the trees, right? Okay. So I said in my core minimizer, I am in love with both, exclamation point. If you want to try it out, I want to see pics. What did I just do? Oh my gosh, you want to try it? Okay, you want to buy it? I have to see pics. I want to see pictures. Rachel had a girl we sold a ClearProof to. And I think she's thinking about the ClearProof or something.
Yeah, she didn't go.
Okay, but when I talked with her, I said, show me pictures of it when you do it. And that's something you guys can understand. It's important to shift it off the money and talk about the results. Shift it off the money and talk about the results of what the product's going to do. And that means you're going to follow up with her in a little bit, which means you're not doing a one-time sale and she feels more confident and powerful buying from you. But if you're little Miss Pansy Pussy and she just like walks out and like you're like, oh, if you want to, kind of, sort of, maybe. Well, you guys aren't getting no sales and don't expect to. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't even buy from you. I'd be like, that is annoying. Be a little aggressive with me. I don't like pansies. It's annoying. Does that make sense? Because it means you're not moving. You don't have a goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal, but for heaven's sakes, have a goal. Some kind of goal. People want to purchase from you because they want to help you. Do you understand that? If you're in here thinking, I'm going to help everyone else and I'm going to make them feel great and they can purchase if they want to, you have to remember, people want to help you. Sometimes women need an excuse, that little extra push to purchase product from you. That's it. A little extra push to purchase product from you. Because when they have that little extra push, they're going to say, Rachel, you just started? You're doing your 15 faces in 7 days? You're going to pink eye drink? Oh my gosh, yeah, I'll totally do it for you. But if you come up and say, Danny, you're just like, you really need my help. Like, you just do. I mean, I'm sorry, but I am going to help you. And you're going to feel so great. You're going to feel so great. And I can do that for you. Okay? Right. Now, that compared to, oh my gosh, Danny, you're super freaking funny. I would love to have you in my portfolio. And you know what? Oh my gosh, okay, so my very favorite is Appeal and my preferred. You can do both, like one and a half on this half. Do you think you can do that? Are you scared of color? Okay, how many different things did I do? I challenged her. Did you guys hear that? I challenged her. Did you hear that? Women love that. Are you scared of color? Even if they are, they'd be like, no, I'm not scared of anything. Are you scared of color? Or are you like, are you more of my beach babe? That's what I say. Are you scared of color a little bit? Are you more my beach babe? Or do you think I could try some colors on you?
I think you actually used that.
I did. You guys, if someone calls you a beach babe, I mean, I'd be like, what's up? Like, I'd be like, I can't come with you. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to be a beach babe? Like, that's a great name. Write that down. That's a good name, beach babe. And you've got to do your own thing, but you need to, it's not just flattery. It's you like them. Your job is to what? Everyone's wearing a sign around their neck that says,
Make me feel special.
make me feel important. Please make me feel important because people are begging to just feel that from you. Make me feel important. Stop looking at, at the very beginning of a business, Rachel mentioned a little bit about, money. I'm scared of the money. It's scary. You guys, try to get past that as soon as you can. Because when you're always thinking about money, you never think about the woman in front of you. You never think about the woman in front of you. And it's crazy when you step into a party, what happens? You step in that party, you start acting it out. What happens instantly? What happens? Lindsay, what happens?
It just feels good. You're like starting fresh.
I'm starting fresh and making new friends. It feels good. Who else? Mika.
I get in the zone.
I get in the zone.
I'm just excited and I'm happy and I'm pumped and I have energy and there's people. It's just fun.
So world is shut out and I'm in the zone. This is what I do. This is who I am. I love that. I love that. Okay. Who else? I really want to know. Becca.
That's kind of the words I would use is in the zone. I love my Mary Kay meet. I really love it. And other people love it too. And so it's happy. Everything that happens at that party is joy. There's nothing negative. If there is anything negative, you can just get rid of it super quick. And maybe it's because you really need to be in the zone to get rid of it. But,
right.
But you're in control of what happens there.
Yes.
And I like that feeling.
Yes.
I like that euphoria.
Yes.
I guess.
I would agree with that. Who else?
And I feel like when you go work anyway, like it's kind of like it's not an outlet, but kind of like you could shut everything else off. Like you could have had a super annoying day or whatever, had things happen, but you get to shut that off and like you focus on them, and then you're able to turn around. Yeah, you're not just focused on like, oh my gosh, I'm so obnoxious today. Like, because you're not gonna go in there and be like, oh my gosh, you guys, I had this annoying thing happen to me.
Yeah.
Or you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just think it's like a good outlet.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word, but
it is. Yeah. I love it. I love that you said outlet. I love that we said, I feel in my zone. I feel powerful. I feel excited. You guys notice that each of you are different personalities, every single one of you. And I think that's really crucial. You got to find your you. You got to find your groove. And I think the big thing is like you have to find out like, why am I in my Mary Kay business? And if I'm in it for 100% back to me, am I willing to give it 100% when I'm in that party with them? Am I willing to let go that I'm not feeling good? Am I going to even come if I'm not feeling good? Am I willing to know that my dad's in the hospital right now and I'm here and no one knows? That's not true, okay? But does that make sense? In any other job, Corey talks about this a lot. In any other job, what happens? We have Rachel who works in a corporate job too. What happens? You come to work and something dramatic happens. Does everyone know about it? Absolutely. You were in one too. Right, Robin? You were in a corporate job. Everyone knows about it, right? Not only does everyone know about it, but who's talking about that dramatic situation from the beginning of the day all the way until the end of the day. And then you take more time to take this precious time you have with your children and your husband, and you talk more about it. Is this true? How many of you know that this is true? Those of you who work corporate jobs, who have been in this before, how many of you know that it's true? How many of you have done that? You've done that. You wasted time. You waste your precious time with the people that you love the very most, and you brought the energy home to them. You know what I really recognize, even here, how many of you feel like you're just like grateful for your little Mary Kay peak bubble? Because there's a national that said, if you're not absolutely grateful for this Mary Kay journey and the Mary Kay bubble that you're in, change your attitude. Isn't that bold? I thought that was pretty bold. That seminar. Eileen Lenars, retired national for 15 years, came back a powerhouse. I can't tell you what I looked at like my grandma or my mom, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love for them to come at 75 years old. And I look at them in awe because I so respect them. And this is how I look at my dad. But I wish I could look at the women figures in my life and say, gosh, I respect them. Gosh, they're amazing. You know, they've been through so much, but they were not the ones that brought it home to me. They believed in me. They believed in themselves, and they made me want to be better. How many of you want to be that kind of mom? And that kind of wife? And that kind of friend? And that kind of sister? That kind of daughter? And I think sometimes we just like get confused in the muck. You know, when stuff happens, oh, I'm scared about the money. I'm scared about the product. I'm scared about this. I'm scared about that. And you guys, it's common to everyone. So don't think I'm pointing out to anybody, but it's normal. Does that make sense? It's normal to be scared. But fear is what?
False evidence.
It's false evidence. That you have played so much in your mind that you think it's real. It's as if you went to a crime scene and you placed everything out. You did it yourself to make believe something happened. In all reality, it wasn't a murder at all. It's false evidence that you've said to yourself over and over and over, I can't do this. I'm not going to be good at this. And you guys, it doesn't just start with Mary Kay. So those of us who've struggled with confidence, with I can't do this, or I'm going to fail again, or you know, I've tried it before and I can't do it or whatnot, it usually stems from what? Do we have any like family or social workers in here? What does this stem from? Your childhood. Your past. So I love another national that said, I wish I could be more like Stacy, who knew like the name and like where everything came from. I'm going to work on that. But she said, if you have things from your past that's coming up, honestly, and there was a boxer we listened to, she said, I go to a therapist every week because there's no way I can move past things until I get it out. And my director should not be that person. And I was floored, y'all, because I'm pretty sure Jen Kirkham has been my therapist for the past 5 years. She can pay jack squat to what a real therapist would get paid for me, because I'll be there every day, 1 o'clock in the morning, you know? And I think, you know what? You know, this instant thought I had, because how many of you know you are an emotional creature? Okay, how many of you know that's you? So I want to see who you are. If you don't think you're an emotional creature, don't raise your hand, but we got a lot of emotional creatures here. Okay, so do you see who raised their hand too? Okay, here's the thing. When I heard that, I instantly thought, Jana, are you ready? Now, I might write this down, emotional creatures. Are you ready to let go of the need of someone else's approval to make you feel good enough? Are you ready to let go of someone else's approval, of the need of someone else's approval to make you feel good enough? And I would underline, are you ready? 5 years in Mary Kay, am I ready? Am I really ready to stop letting, oh, she hates me, oh, she doesn't like me? And a lot of it comes from a director. I feel like you want the approval. Absolutely. You want the approval. You want that relationship that you see that that director has with her director. But you forget that each person has worked and succeeded and failed together. And the difference is they did not quit together. Does that make sense? You will have the greatest relationships in a Mary Kay business, but you will only have them with the people who do not quit. And if you do not quit, there's the one thing that never stopped my brain. I never thought about not doing Mary Kay, because when I thought about it, I was so connected with this vision of who I wanted to be. And at that time, you guys, during DAQ, it was so connected to my director. It was so connected to Jen. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she'd say jump, I'd say how high. She'd say this, and I think my natural ability is to fight back. Sometimes I don't want to do that. I have a better way. I'm super smart. You know, I can. Does that make sense? That was like my natural thing, because I wanted to be, you know, flexible. But at the same time, it was very much, her approval meant so much to me that I didn't know how to give my own approval to myself. Does that make sense? When you're young, you have to learn because you're getting approval every single day. Baby falls down. Get back up. It's okay. Let's go. You can do it, right? Falls down again. It's okay. So we're doing that all the time. Does that make sense? Constantly. Who's got babies in here? Or kids under 5? Or 6 or 7, like just kids in general. Anyways, and how often? I mean, as a mom, you're instant there. You're like, no, let's go. You can do it. You got this. And even older kids too. Forgot. Kids in general. Because it's the same thing. But here's the thing is, are you still expecting to be treated like a child? And that's what I had to connect. I had to connect that to myself, and I had to say, wow. I think emotionally I'm still expecting, because I didn't necessarily get that, because there's 9 children in my family. I was the middle. By the time I was walking, some other kids getting pushed out, and so it's just different. And so I didn't really remember that. But the times I did remember was working and winning and achieving, working with my dad, going to lunch with my dad. I remember being home and doing dishes and cooking and cleaning. I don't like that. I feel a win. I don't feel nothing. I don't like it. But some of you are like, no, cooking and cleaning together is lovely, living together. I'd be like, ugh. And I go mow along with my brothers. Like, I'd rather do that. But you have to find like you. Does this make sense? You have to find you. What wins? Okay. Wins that are relevant to what you want. Because one win, how many of you would be ecstatic at a party that you sold $100? You'd be ecstatic, like over the moon, naked cartwheels, ecstatic. No, naked cartwheels, like super ecstatic, okay? Okay, raise your hand. I want to, because hands went down. I want you to raise your hand. Okay, let me explain. How many of you, because I've got boxes from some of you who did sell $100 and you were not ecstatic. Why is that? I could have done more. I could have done better. So, my dad taught me something. If you are not grateful for working $1 an hour, you will never truly be grateful when you make $1 million in an hour. I was watching a really awesome training from the guy. Who was that, guys? Robinson. Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. Oh my gosh, I got to remember things. Tony Robbins. And he said, what do you say?
Lots of good things.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Come back. He said, okay, there was a guy that came over and he said, how was it the first day you made $2,500? And when he started talking about his $2,500, he's a multimillionaire now. Okay, this guy's, who was he, that guy? It was a guy. It was a big dude guy. It was a big dude guy. And it was through the internet. I think he was the first guy on the internet, through the internet, to make $1 million in a day. But you know what? He was more excited. Now hear me on this. He was more excited to sell $2,500 in a day when he was out of town than when he hit million. When you heard him talk about that first day, he's like, I sold $2,500. He's like, I felt like I was a millionaire. Like, it's so much money. Like, could you guys imagine your first party you sell $3,000? First time. Your first director paycheck. You have a check for $3,000 or $5,000. And you look at it. Remember how many hours you worked your other job. And the feeling is different. So different. And he talked about making $2,500, and I remembered what my dad said. He honestly, with his whole face lit up when he talked about that first $2,500. He's just like, and Tony Robbins said, I see that in you. You're more excited about that than your $1 million day. He's like, yeah, I am. Because it was the moment everything changed. It was the moment I knew I could do it. It was the moment I broke through a belief barrier that said I couldn't do it. It was the moment that changed everything. It was that moment connected to an emotion where he felt truly like he's on that right path. Now, when you have those moments, ladies, you have to fight to keep them. don't expect them to come once and forget about them, or, you know what I mean? Not to go back to them. You can't just have one moment. You love your children because it's a constant daily reminder of pain, of love, or your husband, of pain and love and sacrifice and appreciation, and, you know, or being single and then being married to someone that you love, and you understand it. You get it. Does that make sense? Like, it's different than someone who never had your experience. You get it. And I love that. And Mary Kay, you guys, you will have the aha moments. And I don't feel like even the aha, it's the, oh my gosh, I get it. It's that moment. I get it. That makes sense. I get it now. I understand now. I understand that if I continue having a great customer base, I could have $6,000 and $8,000. And you guys, honestly, when I thought about that money, I was thinking, how many people is that? Isn't that weird? A lot of you probably don't think I'm as people focused as I really am, but the first thing I thought of was, I wondered how many customers she would have gotten to see every single week. How many girlfriends she'd be able to see and take 10 minutes, because I love those 10-minute girlfriend chats, you know? I love those little quick visits at people's houses with a wrapped gift, like, that you get to give to them. Like, can you imagine giving $8,000 worth of product away every single month in a gift that's wrapped super cute? Could you imagine? And you guys, at that age, in 25 years, how old will you be? Some of us will be retired. We're getting close there. Can you imagine that money coming in? Maybe you're not a sales director, because maybe you're like, I don't really want that, but oh my gosh, you'd make just as much as a sales director. How awesome would that be? Like, so awesome. Now that I'm like, do you guys feel my energy? I'm like going back down now. Some of you guys know, like, when a business and a company can do that to you and can make you so excited that you just really truly feel like you just fly out without any wings, like, you're in a great business. You're in a great business. And you gotta trust it, have fun with it, and love it. And you gotta fight for that love for a business, because I was reading the 5 love languages today. There's a lot of marriages that you have to fall back in love with the person. And I didn't realize this. That a lot of people, you have to fall back in love. And you know how people like fell out of love with you, fell out of love. And then you have whole nother people who are saying, but I want to fall back into love with you. Because we've grown different. We've grown in different ways. But I want to fall in love with you again. And I thought, you know, how many times do we just think that, well, I fell out of love, so it's not going to happen. Let's just be done. Let's just be done with it. You know, at first I thought, well, if I want to get married, I have to be okay with, like, possibly having, you know, maybe, I don't want to say that out loud, but y'all know what I'm thinking. Like, possibly things might happen and you might not be married. Because sometimes that will hold you back, right? How many of you let a fear of the unknown hold you back so you don't do it? Like, I don't want to do it because that might happen. I don't want to shoot for director because I might fall. Everyone will look at me and think I'm stupid. I'll never be able to do it again. My customers will be embarrassed of me. Well, shame on them if they are. Because everyone in this room that knows me knows I've fallen way more and way harder than you, any of you. And I've had lots more nights where I've cried than you. And I've had lots more nights where I've had people shoot nasty things back to me, or block my emails, or block my phone number, because I had given them my heart and soul and they didn't want it back. And there was lots of nights where I had to say, it's all in the cause to find the woman who want it. Makes sense? It's worth it. But when those things happen, guess what I have to go back to? I have to go back like a little snake and slither through, like, all those junky monkey things, because all of you had it, right? You've all had that one person who was super mean, person that you cared about so deeply said you can't do it, something that I said that offended you for 5 years. I mean, y'all had something, and you go back to that $2,500 day. You go back to the moment where you knew, I know what I can do. I know what I can do with this. I know who I am. And you know, I feel like that's a big thing. My best friend Katie, I love her so much because she would always tell me, Jana, that's who you are. Why do you question who you are? Does that make sense? Can you imagine yourself like being in the mirror, be like, that's who I am. That's who you are. Whoa! Like when I was a kid, I actually talked to myself a lot in the mirror. You know, yeah, I did actually. I know you would have never guessed.
Oh, we're so cute.
I was
You love your
adorable.
hair. You love your family.
Yeah. Yeah, except mine was more, remember emotional creature? Mine was more like, I hate everything that. Why do you hate everything? Well, because of that. And I would talk myself, but you guys, I coached myself through my own emotions because my family, honestly, my mom didn't have time to talk to me, even though she was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't know what to say to me. She had never had those issues. She never really had friends. She was married at 19, popped out 12 kids, and then there she is. You know? And my mom's the most amazing mom in the whole entire world, and I love her to death. But guess what? She had to learn that later in life, just like I had to learn it later in life. And I really wish I would have learned it earlier. It's hard learning things later. It's hard. How many of you feel like that's hard?
Really?
You can be 40 years old and be like, freak. I have the confidence of a 12-year-old. You see your little 12-year-old daughter, and you're like, freak, she's got more confidence than I do. Or you know what I mean? And it's just because we weren't able to take that little leap of faith and be like, okay, well, to have confidence, you have to pretend you have confidence for a minute, and you have to do something scary. This is true. When we were little, we did things that terrifying, right? We jumped off beds that were 10 feet off the ground, hoping our dad would catch us. And we said, you know, come in this pool of water that's a billion times big, looks like a lake, and I'll catch you. Okay. You know, but, you know, but they didn't. Why? Because they trusted you. And all of you have had children experiences, right? They trust you. So sometimes we have to take that moment and say, I have to turn that person that I've been trusting my whole life. I've been taught to trust the people who are over me, whatever, my director. You know, my director's going to catch me in the pool. Jump! I'll catch ya! You know, but then the director moves and you're like, it's my director's fault. And I'm like, well, no, I need to teach you. Right? I don't know, not saying there, but I thought that'd be funny though. I'll catch ya! Just inside. That'd be so much fun to go rock jumping with all y'all. That'd be super fun to like jump off a rock into a river. Well, actually, I'm really scared of heights. Right, gotcha. If I stand at the bottom and said, I'll catch ya, I'd totally move. I would not catch you. Not cheer you on. Oh my gosh, and I watched Meet the Robinsons the other day. And okay, did anyone watch that movie?
Oh, yes.
Okay, do you remember when he's doing the peanut butter and he's like with the family and he's all fixed and he's like, oh no, and he goes, and the first time would everyone say, oh my gosh, I hate you, I'm not gonna adopt you, right? But this other family, what'd they say? That was awesome! That was so cool! I've seen better. I remember the whole lines. And then he says, well, because if you always have success, now you guys gotta write this down, because some of you are success whores.
Lightly.
And I'm one of them. Does that make sense? Some of you are success. Is that not a good word?
No, what does it mean? Explain.
Okay, a success whore
Motivate.
means you guys, a success whore means you always have to have success, or like you do any. Okay.
Hoarder.
No, like a whore.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like you're a hoe.
Like
Like a success hoe.
Okay.
Like you, like that's the only thing that defines you. Is your success.
Not your hoarder.
Not.
It's
so funny now.
What? I'm not gonna talk. Okay, but you're a success person. Like it's the only thing that defines you. It's the only. Here's the thing. The reason why I say hoe. If you know someone, that's probably a bad. But y'all know me. It just is what it is. Okay. I don't know how to explain it because it makes sense in my mind. So I got to go with it. And so if you have that, they're known for what? If you ever screwed up in life, you feel like you're known for that, right? If you ever screwed up before, you feel like everyone sees you that way. So the same thing can happen when you have success. You feel like the only way people are going to see you is if you're having success. And so if you are a success person and your power and achievement and you need to have that success, then you need to look in the mirror and you need to find success in every aspect of your life. It's not bad. In fact, Lori Mayfield Banks, #1 in the world, is that. I mean, she's a powerhouse, but she's learned to remember, like, I don't look at my numbers. I know what my goal is, but she has a goal. She's willing to do scary things. Stacey James, she was in debt up to her eyeballs, and she had no way of getting inventory. Paid out the wazoo of interest rate, 27%, y'all, to get a loan for product. Not only did she get it, but then she worked 3 parties every single Sunday. That was it. She worked Sundays. You know what else? She worked 60 hours a week as a teacher, grading papers, working on people, giving her energy. And on Sunday, her only day off, she held parties because she was sick and tired. She was tired of being sick and tired. She was tired of working all year long and then going into debt during the summer when she didn't have an income. That's Stacey James, multi-billionaire. Her birthday was yesterday. Did you guys see her daughter? And she said, my American mama, she's like, my mom is speaking tonight. And you know, she spoke on her birthday. Did you guys notice that? She did an event on her birthday. How cool is that? On your birthday, you gave it to someone else. It's like so who she is. You know, it's so Harris Hart. It's so Stacey James. To have a birthday and make that the reason for a celebration and to give of yourself to other people, a recruiting event. Like, have you ever thought about that? Most of you are like, well, I'm taking my birthday off. And I thought, how cool is that? That she says, no, I'm going to take my birthday and I'm going to share it. Because how many people that love Stacey James would want to share her birthday with her? You know? Like, I would love that. I would love that. So I thought that was really interesting. But I loved also how Whitney, her daughter, said, here's my mom. Have you noticed, like, a couple times she'd be like, here's my mama. Here's my mom. Here she is. And like how proud she is of her mom. Did you guys see the Cadillac picture where Whitney got her Cadillac and they put their fingers together like this? And Stacey, of course, Stacey is elongated like 20 feet. And she does this and they have their fingers pointing together and they're both on their Cadillacs, sitting on their Cadillacs. You know, I envision that. And I think it's important that you envision your future. You envision what you want to have happen. Write this down. You envision what you want to have happen, not what you don't want to have happen. You envision what you want to have happen, which means you need to take a leap of faith and really dream of what you want to have happen. If you knew you would not fail, what would you do? What would you be willing to do if you knew you could not fail? You knew you had everything in you. You knew it. And you guys, every single one of us have that belief in ourselves. We just kind of forget sometimes. And we're taught that it's not right. It's prideful. It's not who you are. You can't do that. Well, I'll tell you, some of the most powerful people in the world are some of the most unprideful people. And on their birthdays, they'll serve. Tony Robbins. Do you guys know that he started off one time, they were super poor, and they had a Thanksgiving. They had a Thanksgiving. And they didn't have any food. And I think their mom had left them. I think their mom had left them. So here he was with his dad. And they get a knock at the door. Opens the door. No one's there. A big thing of Thanksgiving dinner right there. And his dad instantly said, who thinks we need this? How dare they bring this into here? I can't believe they bring this. I don't need this. I'm not a charity case. I don't need this. And here Tony was thinking, we didn't have anything. I can't believe someone who doesn't even know me would do this for me, for us. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And so every Thanksgiving after that, he chose to give a Thanksgiving dinner feast to one family the next year. The next year was 2 families. The next year was 4 families. The next year was 8 families. The next year was 16 families. The next year was 32. He's like, well, dang, I better get some people to help me. Because every year on the different holidays, he literally gives how many? Like 1.2 million families. Is that true? Was that the number that he said?
It's something.
You guys, every year. Because someone like, and it does that make sense? Like, here he is, and honestly, if you would have seen him, he's a loudmouth, like he swears in his stuff, and he's just a loudmouth. And people might look at him and be like, oh my gosh, you're just ridiculous. You're just way over the top. And then you hear that. And you think, I wasn't even willing to buy my girlfriend a Starbucks when she found out that her husband's cheating on her. You know? I wasn't even willing to do that. Or willing to go bring someone lunch when she said on Facebook, hey, I don't have lunch. Someone grabbed me lunch. I was amazed when my girlfriend was posted she didn't have lunch, and she posted and no one responded. You know what? I would have been those ones that didn't respond. My first instinct was don't respond. My second instinct was you know better. What if you were in her spot? So I instantly responded, girl, what do you need? What do you want? And then, of course, someone took care of her already. And I thought, how often do we allow life to just kind of go without taking any kind of leaps of faith? I feel like sometimes money can control our decisions. Lack of it, too much of it, not enough. Don't think I might make it. Maybe it's not worth it. And we question ourselves. We question our ability to have success. We question our ability. Well, I can't be successful because I'm not Jen. I can't be successful because I'm not this. I can't be great because I've got kids. I can't be great because I've got a husband that is not super supportive. And I can't be great because I'm single and I don't have a supportive family. You know? Okay, so I'm sorry, I was totally on a soapbox there. Okay, so back to customers. I want you guys to take out your phones. Take out your phones if you've got them. Well, I still didn't read the end of this, did I? If you know someone who needs to be added to the Mary Kay Girl that doesn't have one, please add her or have me add her, and I will. Lots of love, my friends. And then I posted my thing. Okay? And that's what I did. We'll see how it works. Okay. Oh, okay. Jess is going to box her thing. Okay, actually, Jessica, do you want to share your little thing that happened today? Okay, awesome. Do you want to come up here? Or you can stand back there, whatever you want.
Okay.
Give her an applause!
Today was super awesome. I ran out of referrals, you know how that goes. So I was like I was on the hunt for referrals, and basically,
awesome.
Thank you. Basically saying prayers, you know, just saying like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I'm searching on Facebook now. I did have some referrals, and I just didn't like the, you know, it's awesome with Mary Kay too, how you can choose the group of women that you want to be with. Well, I was falling into a group of women that was like not very good influence, and so I didn't really want to be associated with that anymore. So I popped out of there. Anyways, it's super cool today. Just because of following up with my customers and everything like that. I've been following up with my customers maybe last month.
Can you explain like how you follow up with them? Is it a phone call? Is it a text?
I just text.
What do you say?
I send a quick text or a message, and I'm like, hey, just wondering if you guys need a mascara or I'm oil-free eye makeup remover. Let me know, and then that's it. So I don't be like, I'm trying to put in a $600 order. Can you please? But okay, so a girl just messaged me today, one of my best friends from a long time ago, and she was like, oh my gosh, girl, I had this whole cake decorating plan for Relief Society next week, and she injured herself, so I don't know what to do, and I know that you provide services like, you know, like doing makeup or contouring, and I was wondering if we can get together and do something like that. I'm like, yes! I can do that! It's so awesome. Like, how can that? It would be like 7 to 12 women and like just landed in my lap, and I'm like, awesome. I'm not thinking about sales. I'm thinking about making them, you know, having them have fun, but I'm also thinking about, oh my gosh,
I'm going to get so many referrals out of this, and it's a relief society. It's going to be all good people, you know.
Like lead
So,
generation.
yeah.
They're all showing up. So people who show up will go up.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So I'm just excited about it.
Give her an applause. Thank you. Okay, so I do have, we also want to talk about 30 Faces in 30 Days, but I do want to go into a little bit more about that customer service, you guys. Okay, so if you want to go on your app, how many of you guys have your Mary Kay app downloaded? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on here. I'm actually, yes, I do have the My Customers app. I'm not going to talk about that today because I'm actually not well educated on that yet. I don't know how to do it very good. I'm going to just talk about the normal website that we have and everything that is there for you because it's free and all of you have capable. Like all of you have your Mary Kay, like Mary Kay in Touch. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's on it. So go jump on there real quick. Okay. If you're not already on it. Mary Kay in Touch. Yep, just the regular Mary Kay in Touch. Okay, go ahead and sign in. Sign into Mary Kay in Touch. I'm going to show you a couple different things. So, there's 5 reasons and 5 main things. Write this down while it's getting up. The 5 reasons to build your business and 5 ways to build your clientele. Okay? Number 1, offer a free newsletter. This is not a Mary Kay 5 reasons. This is it was a random company that I looked up on Google and I thought it was really, really awesome. Okay? Number 1, offer a free newsletter. Just write it down. Just write it down. Offer a free newsletter. That could be multiple things. And y'all know Mary Kay already has a newsletter in place for you and it's free. And if you have your people sign up with you on your website, then they can sign up for it. Great. Number 2, increase your customer base by asking their opinions. Why do we have facials? What do we say? Cody, I would love to have your opinion, your honest opinion about what you think about my products. That's how I book my parties. So if you're not saying that, women want to help you, right? They want to help you. Giving their opinion is helping. Perfect. So increase your customer by asking opinions. How many of you guys seen the things on Facebook? Who likes this color versus this color? And who likes this versus this? And okay, ask those things. When I have my group, I can continue asking those questions. What would you guys like? Giving away product within my close customer people because I know if they try it, they're going to buy it. I already know them. Okay? Facials, share, blah, 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 blah. I just said that. Okay, you also have e-cards online. We're going to go over that. Okay, so right here, okay, we're going to all navigate this. I hope you guys are on your phones. We're going to click this little thing right here. Okay, the top left hand. This says menu.
So you want us to do the desktop version, not the mobile version?
I'm not let me see. Are you on the old one?
No, I'm on the desktop.
We can tell people how to do that if we don't know.
Okay. So how many of you guys have a regular the desktop one?
Mine goes to
Is that what this is?
You can change it. Well, because mine is completely different. You can change it, Jana, if you want. No. Mine is completely different than yours. Right. Mine are completely different than your guys'.
So yours.
Yeah. It's because they've had directors doing it, but you're not doing it.
It used to be like that, but I changed it a while ago. So remember how I talked about Princess Desktop?
No, that's not. This is desktop. Yours is completely different than mine.
I'm reviewing the mobile site.
That's the mobile site.
How do you do that?
Yes.
What do you
It's completely different. Okay, so you guys, mine's completely different. So it is what it is. Okay, so when you get on the new site, go to go to my business. Go up to the bar. Go to my business.
Is it business tools? Is that the same thing?
Business tools.
Okay.
You want to get to my. So mine says my dashboard. What's yours going to say? I need to see yours.
Oh, my business.
Okay, so you're going to go to business tools.
My business.
Where is my business, y'all?
It's down there.
It's down a ways.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
I was
Okay.
already on it, but it's on there. It's on that tab. Business tools.
My business at a glance, production consultant, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. Go to my customers. So go to my business all the way down to my customers. Go to that. Just my customers. Yeah. And it should turn into this. Welcome to customers. You seeing this? Got it? You on it? Yep, you got it, Corey. You got it. Okay, so here's this one. I got to figure it on yours then. Okay, so here's the deal that's really cool. So right here, when you click
My
customers, it's going to give you your list of customers. Well, oh my gosh, Kate. So maybe you guys don't have this yet. That sucks. Mine's awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to have to figure out how to do it on yours because I don't have even access to that. So they're going to update the entire website. How many of you have got the new website and then it went away?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we had complications with it. So it should be coming back more. But I want to tell you the things that you can do on this new website. So when you go to my dashboard and you can go to my customers, my customer tools, it's going to show you all of these things right here. Okay? I'm going to read you what they are. Write them down, and maybe you can find them there because maybe they're on there, but they're just different. So write these things down. It's under my customers. So all my customer tools. Number 1, you have a preferred customer program. This means you can send out, and you guys, what's the deadline? October 15th?
I thought it was September. It was 15th.
And another one, October 15th, if you missed it. It's a little flyer thing you can send out. If you missed the first one, you could do a little flyers of the catalog. Anyways, preferred customer program. You can send out a catalog for 70 cents. That includes shipping and 2 samples. 70 cents to every single customer. Now, if you think that's expensive, which is what I thought when I very first started, it's not. It's cheap. It's awesome. 55% more customers will purchase from you when you have this. Those of you who are especially above, like you have customers above 25 and older, big plus for you. You've got to have, they need their catalog. They need something. 25 and younger, Facebook, email. The catalogs are not going to be bad, but you need to figure out what clientele you have. Okay? Because guess what? If you got 25-year-olds or 19-year-olds, they're going to mama's. Mama's going to get the catalog, and she's over 25. That makes sense? Okay. So girls who are going to colleges, stop getting the addresses to their apartments. Start getting them to their home. Stop getting their, oh, I don't even know my address and I'm leaving in a week. Let's put that down. No. You need to get their home address. Where do you go home? So that way you always know you're at home, right? Okay. Number 2, my customers. That's what you guys are on right now. That my customers things. You can enter your customers on there. How many of you have been on there yet? Entered your customers. You can put little notes. I really like her, blah, blah, blah. And you guys clean through them. If they have a purchase from you or whatever, like clean through them, send them an email, call them up, which is why I brought this. I printed off all my customers, y'all. I printed off all my customers. This is called labels. I printed off the labels, so I honestly could cut this out and I could put it on a cute little card and it's all done. I don't have to go on Facebook and keep writing all their addresses. Some of them are not complete. Like Danny didn't have a website, didn't have an email. So I'm going to call Danny and say, hey, Danny, I don't have your email. What is it? I say, hey, Danny, I didn't have you on Facebook. I'm going to add you on Facebook. I add a new group. I'm going to add you too. Does that make sense? Yes.
Did you print that off just straight from
I did.
this?
I did. You go to my customers. You can click all your customers. You got to click all the customers, and then you can print it. You can say print a list or print in labels, and this is printing in labels.
You can buy those in stickers.
Yes, you can, and you can just sticker them on. But you got to print them on those stickers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You sticker paper and put it.
Yep, and I don't have a printer, so I send them to Alpha Graphics. So I'm sure they could do that too. Probably, hey,
yeah.
stick them on labels for me.
Yeah.
That would have been genius.
They're amazing.
But really, I'm doing this.
That's why I was like, why did you use the paper?
Well, because I'm going to call them. Because a lot of them are incomplete, and these are still people from 4 years ago. You guys, when I tell you my customer service sucked, it did. My customer service was not good, and I lost literally thousands of dollars, I guarantee you. Because people didn't want to come back to me. It's like, you guys, the one reason I have a full store is because that was the one way I could give 100% customer service. I give them all their product. That's why I wanted a full store, you guys. I didn't want to have to worry about redelivering product. I didn't like it. And if you don't like it, you're not going to do it. So I bought a full store instead. I was a freak. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go do that. I got more important things to do. I'd rather sell you everything I have right now, which of course you're going to buy more because I got it all. give it to you here, and then move on. And honestly, yeah, never see you again. Yes, and never see you again. Now that's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing, right? But if I like you, then I show up at your work like a couple times a week, right? Or I just stalk you in the grocery store, right? Or you're my family, so you're stuck with me. Like, that's what happens. So you guys, are you building relationships? Or I see you, like I liked Rachel too, and I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, and I forgot who she was. But I was like, I really want to interview this girl. Did you know that? When I saw you last time, I was like, freaking really want to interview. And then you said it, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. Totally remember. She was on it. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, boom, 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 like rock star at her job. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl, I've got to have her. Like, it just needs to happen. You know, now we do. It's great. So excited. You know? But does that make sense? Like, when you see people like that, you got to build a relationship. I have another girl I'm working on. I don't know when it'll happen for her, but I like her. I think I'm a little forceful with her sometimes, but I like her. That make sense? Okay. Okay, so the customers. You can insert customers. You can do e-cards through the customer database. You guys, if you've not gone on those different things, you need to go to Preferred Customer Program. You need to look that up, check it out, and you need to figure it out. I would challenge you guys every day this week to take 30 minutes. 30 minutes, not 5. Honestly, 30 to an hour. You got to figure this stuff out. Online, sometimes it's hard to figure out online things, but you need to figure it out because you'll feel more confident. You'll get excited, and excitement gives you money. Okay? It gives you money because you're excited about something, and something will happen from your excitement, right? You were excited about lead generation. That's exactly what she was doing here. Jessica was excited about lead generating. And so she got to connect it. And guess what? The world gives back to you what you're excited about. But if you're constantly like, then guess what's going to back to you? A bunch of lazy ass people. Sorry, I was doing so good. I was doing so good. Okay, a bunch of lazy people. Okay? I'm sorry, because I was doing really good today too, huh? Okay, but seriously, you guys, if you're not putting out into the world what you want back, some of you are like expecting great things to happen, and you're like, wah, 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 and you're like, why don't these good things happen to me? I was like, I have no clue. I wonder why. I wonder why everyone cancels with you. I wonder why. Because every time you're like, you hear your phone ring, you're like, they canceled. I knew it. Well, then don't look at your phone and show up at their house.
Right. Right, Becca.
There you go.
Don't show up. Don't look at your phone. And if you hear a little ding-a-ling, then don't look at your phone and show up. Stop thinking all this crap's going to happen when it's not. It's not going to happen. Good things. All good things. If you need to blow in a brown paper bag, we had a conversation with someone in here. It was fantastic. I loved it when she said this. She's like, blowing a brown paper bag. I was like, fantastic. Good self taking care of yourself. You know what you need to do. It's great. But you have to know, I don't even know what I'm saying here. Okay, next. Okay, customers. Order fulfillment is the next one. Order fulfillment. I have no clue what that is.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
So you can keep track of what your people purchase. And so when they call you, they're like, hey, what was that eyeshadow that I got like 3 years ago that I want again? And you're like, I have no idea. But because you ordered it when they purchased it into there, saying how they paid for it, what it was, what the product number was, if it's still available, you can go into previously purchased.
So is this like doing an online receipt?
Yeah. And you can
Okay.
That's in the My Customers app too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You have it.
Yeah, I have the app. Who's got the app that costs you $4 a month? It costs you $4 a month. I was even hesitant getting it, but you guys. But and you can cancel anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
You can cancel anytime. It's great. Mary Kay's not out to take your monies. They don't really care. They want you to take their monies.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next one is customer MKE cards. Customer MKE cards. Now, this is all in the old website. It's just not organized like this. You can send out e-cards to all your customers. Have you utilized that? If you're brand new, oh my gosh, have you utilized your e-card that you can send out saying, oh my gosh, I just started my Mary Kay business. I'm so excited. Come shop with me 24/7. Here's my website. There's actually a whole thing crap. There's a whole thing. There's a whole thing that like an e-card that's super adorable for you to go in there. If you have questions, write down your questions so that you don't forget to ask. Write them down so I can answer them. Okay. So the MKE cards, you guys, what would be a benefit of an MKE card?
Birthdays.
Yes.
Yeah, for birthdays or any of those questions that we asked on
anniversary,
on the profile cards, we have all of their dates for everything. If you see that they're getting married, if you see that they had a baby, anything like that. But then you can send them exactly where you want them. Go to my website. Go to my website.
Right.
This. You call me. This is my number.
Right.
Anything you want.
Do you guys know it's so much easier to go online? It's so much easier to go online. Definitely utilize your website. It's so much easier to say, hey, get on my website, jump on my website. It's so much easier, but it takes time to cultivate. You have to plant the seeds. You can't expect. My dad was saying, you're like me, Jenny. You want to work out and burn 5,000 calories. That's where my hip hurts. He thinks I did that, but I was like, that's not true. So whatever. I already know. I was like, whatever. But does that make sense? We want to just bust it out. And you guys, if you've got a few hundred customers or a few hundred profile cards to put in, you need to take some time. And honestly, something I would say is pay someone to sit down with you and do it with you and pay them. Truly pay them. Because I'll keep you, does that make sense? Have two computers, both of you go at it. With my office assistant, you guys, I trained her by doing it with her because I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way. But I trained her. I know exactly what I want, and I teach her exactly what I want done so that I don't need to worry about it. Once I do it one time with her, I can let her do it from here on out. But you guys, your customer database, I realized by having her put them in, I had no clue who was in my customer database. She'd spell the words wrong sometimes, you know what I mean? Spell it wrong, didn't put what I wanted in or whatnot. So I had to go back in there and kind of fix it. Now, did that still made me go back in there because it's all in there rather than not doing it? Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but I'm going to print it out and fix it. Okay? That's probably because I didn't train her. I just said do it. Okay, so the e-cards is really awesome. Birthdays, anniversaries. You could even do sales every third. Do you guys know that there's an e-card saying, hey, these are the new products out? Did you guys see my buzz kit today? Did you guys see my buzz kit today on the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, super, super cute. I didn't actually get mine. That was hoarded. I don't have mine yet. I mean, I make that a lot of videos. Anyways, no, I won't talk about it. Sorry. Fine. I'm just secretly hoping someone's like hiding it from me and it'll just show up at my house. That's what I'm secretly hoping. I think you're probably doing that. Okay. So the e-cards, you guys, every 3 months we have new what come out? We have new products come out, and they're what?
Seasonal.
Seasonal, which means they're not going to be here for a long time, which means they're awesome to, number one, help you with the 225, get excited about something, and use as hostess promotions. So why not send out every 3 months the e-card of the new products to your customers and say, oh my gosh, Corey, I've got these new products. If you bring 3 people, I'll give you $50 of the new products for free. Yeah, they're your customers. How easy would it be if you've got repeat people doing parties for you? Corey would do that in a heartbeat. She'd be like, okay, sister, my mama, my grandma, my brother, who you need? Okay? So you can do that with the e-cards. The next one is My Customer Plus app. We talked about that. You're going to need to go look up that app and see if it's something that you want to do. Okay, next one is Beauty Vite Party Planner. This is amazing. This is amazing. So it's on the normal website?
Yeah.
Okay. Beauty Vite Party Planner. How many of you would like to do an online party with people that are out of town that you call and they're in Las Vegas? How many people would love to invite people to a party through an email that's professional and classy and they can RSVP? And while they RSVP, their info goes in your customer database. Your information goes in the customer database. So guess what? You are inputting your customers before your party even starts. You guys, this is genius. Every single one of those people are now in your customer database. Yes.
That's fantastic. I am wondering on the website if it shows you how to do that.
Yes.
I've never been able to do that.
It is simple. You need to take time. Becca.
Is it like video or is it like read this
Read.
50-page thing?
Means you need to read. Take some time.
I let Parker have that.
You guys, you need to take time. Becca, you've got a team with you. You need to take time and do it. Okay? You need to take time and then get together with your people and do it again, and then you guys can do that. Now, here's the cool thing is you guys, you could do an online party. How many of you got people out of town? You guys, college girls. Why could they not do a party with their roommates? And if they have a party out, they have 2 parties at the same time, they could do a party online. And if their mom and their sisters and their cousins want product, they're going to say, oh my God, Mom, get this, get this, get this. Hello? Does that make sense? Like they can say, Mom, get this product because they're already linked into the party through an online invite. They could say, Mom, get me this and this and this. This is what I want. So guess what? All your sales might come from out of town through this. That just came to my brain right now.
So you're just posting it.
You're going to have to do. You're going to have to check it out. It's amazing. Yes.
You do have to have your personal website.
You do
set
have
up
to have your
for
website
this
set up.
stuff.
You do have to have your website set up, obviously, because they need to purchase through their website. And it's all work through your website. So how fun is it, Rachel, that you guys are going to have free websites? So exciting. So exciting. So exciting. Now, you guys, and those of us who have to pay, yes, this is going to be great. Okay, so the Beauty Invite Planner, I did an invite. So, Corey, will you stand up and tell me what the invite looks like? Can you pull it up on your phone? Show us, like, how did you feel when you got it? Yeah, go.
What are you talking about? Oh, the invite.
She's like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now I'm excited.
Oh, I didn't believe it.
Seriously.
Trash.
Did you see that I said tester on it?
Is that what that was? Because I'm looking at that going, she sent this to the wrong person.
Oh yeah.
So her thing said, super excited to be meeting each of you Saturday at 2 p.m. with your friend Meg. She is over the moon excited, and I am as well. RSVP and have fun on our online capabilities through my website before we meet or after. See you soon.
This came through an email.
Just, yeah, I got an email.
You want me to show them what it looks like?
Yes.
Put all of her guests in. It sends them an email from Mary Kay that says, you've been invited to your friend's flawless face or spa party.
So
or
here's
eye
this one. I'll
party.
show you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
and then they hit RSVP.
You can customize this picture. So I forgot to type that because I don't know what I was doing. That's why I texted it and invited my whoever.
No, I think this is
The beauty e-bike.
and that's the e-bike.
Yeah.
The beauty.
Beauty, it looks like beauty-bike.
And you can customize it. You guys, you can even say, how awesome would it be is if it said you're invited, underneath, you could say Tamika's bridal shower party. Woohoo! You could have her name like in the actual, like how awesome would that be? You guys remember their name is the most beautiful thing that you could ever see? So if the host's name was up here, they'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is professional, it's classy, it's exciting. Which means you write this down. You need to correlate this. You need to look exciting, look professional. You need to look the part. Don't be rushing to everything. Make sure you got your lips on. Make sure your hair is poofed. Make sure you've got your 72-hour kit of beauty. You can like poof up yourself if you need to. You got your legs aren't super crazy white and nasty. You put some CC cream on it. You know, you got to fix yourself up a little bit if you want to make $1 million.
You know that our self-tanning stuff is awesome.
It is awesome, but it's not instant. CC
No.
cream.
But for me, it shows up about a day later for me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It really does
but
work. And if you guys haven't used it, this is about the time they'll want to.
Really, really, really good.
And you can do it on your face.
Can you buy it still?
Sure you can. Of course you can. It's the other one, the blue one. Can't buy it.
This one's in a gold tube with the
It's
yellow.
always available.
Are you sure?
The tanning
I
one?
don't know. Figure it out and tell me later.
Self-tanning.
I don't think
Self-tanner.
Oh, I got 3 bottles of
Subtle
Suckers.
Subtle tanning. Subtle tanning.
Okay, you guys, right here, you can make a choice. You can do 2 choices. One is a bridal look, and they can do like little face things, and I can add this to it. The other one was a lookbook. I chose to do a lookbook. Might do the other one next time, because if you do a lookbook, there might be a look on what they want, but you might be careful, because what are we taught to do? Don't put the lookbooks on the table at your parties, right? So I don't know how I feel about that. I'll tell you, I'll let you know. You know, remember that, think about what you want to do, but if I was here, I probably would be more excited about a lookbook than color books. So maybe ask them, hey, on the e-bike, do you want me to do a attached catalog, or do you want me to do this? So another thing to ask your hostess, would you rather do a fun girlfriend look at your colors look, or would you rather do a catalog? If you do the colors look, they're going to be more excited for their PMS appointments that you're not doing until the second appointment. How awesome is that? Do we like this?
How are you doing
Yes.
this if it's online though? We can't try it.
So that's if they're online, you got to figure that out for yourself. But this is something I'm going to invite them, and then I'm going to them. So this is my people in Utah. I'm going to go send them out to them, and I'm going to go to them, and they're just RSVPing. But at least they got an invite.
Yeah, that's the purpose of it.
So,
Yes, Jessica.
okay, so you're going to Utah. You're inviting like people you already have their emails and everything like that, and then they can invite their friends. You want to have like a big group get together, or how are you getting like if you're going to send an invite to a hostess's friend?
Corey's my
How do you get-
hostess. Okay,
Okay,
Corey, you're my hostess. Super excited, Corey. I need your emails of your girlfriends. Do most of you have your emails of the girlfriends?
No.
How many have Facebook?
I have Facebook.
How many of your girlfriends on Facebook?
Yeah.
I can easily get their emails.
Okay,
Yeah,
let
you
me
just
ask
don't
again.
have
Could you easily get their emails?
Yes.
Are you making a bigger effort?
Yes.
Are you going to find better recruits?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's these little things that you're looking for, okay? If I say, Corey, you're getting $50 free, I'm super excited, I need their names and their emails. She gonna have a problem doing that for me?
Wow.
Absolutely not.
For $50, no.
Even if I did it for free, honestly, Corey would say, okay.
Would you rather do that than a text invite? Like the you have
I actually, when you're working with professional women, you're teaching them, right? College students, you hardly ever check your emails. We're teaching them to be more professional, because how many emails do y'all miss because you don't check my emails? Or you don't read them, you delete them. Professional businesswomen, anyone in the professional world, raise your hand. Professional managers, assistant managers, you don't check your emails, you could lose your job because you couldn't get something done. Y'all, we should do the same thing. We should be checking our emails. Any email you get from me, Jen Kirkham, Colette Parker, you should be checking those right on top. That's called a professional business woman. This is true. Like women, okay? Awesome. So yes, I'm teaching them, and I honestly, you can't do it through a text invite. I know the Carter does a text invite and text picture invite, but this is already set up for you. It's free, it's easy, it's less going through your phone, it's less junk on your phone, and it's more through email, which means you're gonna already cultivate them to checking their email. Yes, Cody, and then Joy.
Personally, not because I'm not a corporate person yet.
Sure.
But I feel like, and I know it's easier, but if I were to get that email, I feel like the person had to go through a lot more work,
And text.
and I feel more special
That makes sense.
when I get a personalized email saying, hey, you're invited, versus, hey, you want to come?
Right. I agree with you, Cody. It does feel different. How many of you would agree? Those of you who have had it, it feels different through an email, more professional. I definitely feel like it feels more professional. Colette Parker always sends emails, like invites. I'm like, do it the right way. Yes. Oh wait, Joy first, and then you.
I was just wondering, do all of you use a Mary Kay email for your business, or do you use your personal email for your business? I'm just wondering.
Mine are the same. They're linked,
Uh-huh.
but I actually choose in a lot of ways to do my regular email, my Mary Kay email. But it's linked. The only reason I choose to do that is because if I forward it to, because it's just when you start up with Mary Kay, you put an email.
Yeah, I haven't. I know
All
what
it
that
is a face to your regular email. It's a
Okay.
forwarding to make it look more professional.
I'm just wondering if you would make a
separate email.
a separate email account for your Mary
What do you
Kay
think?
business. I'm just wondering because mine
Opinions.
has to do with just say Wool Girl, which has to do with my horse thing. So I don't know if that's, you know what I mean? If that's-
Opinions. I'm gonna go with this one right now because you're in.
I think it's wise because it separates from all the personal stuff, all the family, whatever's coming in.
And all the
email, all
junk
the bank, all
that
the
comes
Netflix
in.
updates or whatever, you know. To where this is where all my Mary Kay stuff goes to. I mean, that's just a personal thing for me. I have like 4 email accounts. I've got family, I've got a personal one, I've got one for my piano business, I've got one for Mary Kay.
Okay.
And it's just separate. It's just like having a separate checking account when we sit down, you know, if you're Mary Kay checking and your personal checking.
Okay.
It's just to keep things a little more organized.
You have to remember she's very much social person. Like that is something she's done for years with her other, and she's already had a business, piano business doing it. So I think you have to know what you're doing, and then you have to follow up with it and keep up with it if you choose to do something different.
Okay.
Okay, Cody?
Thanks.
I think it just looks more professional than how many of us make emails and like 15 and like hot chick.
Right,
2000, whatever.
Now it is true because when you sign up at Mary Kay, they give you a face for your email. Does everyone know what I'm saying when I say a face?
Mhm.
So my Mary Kay email is janetjudkins@marykay.com. What is it? I think it's janetjudkins@marykay.com.
Yeah.
But all that is a face. It's not a real email. It's a face that's connected to janetjudkins@yahoo.com.
Uh-huh.
But it's just a face. Does that make sense? So it's not a separate email. It's the same. But it is a face so that when you do have hotchicksexypants.hotman.com, you can switch it over because you're right. A lot of people don't have a new email. So honestly, it might be a great idea for you to start fresh. Amika, did you have something?
Oh, I was just basically going to agree and say I think it kind of depends on how much personal stuff you have coming in. Because if you have like 300 or 400 emails coming in,
You have a corporate email, and most corporate people have separate corporate emails for their stuff.
Right.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true that you guys have a step? It's like a store email that you check, right? Yeah, that's how it was with Deseret Book.
Yeah. Well, and then also your domain name, like whatever it is, if it's professional and okay, that you would be okay with giving that out to whoever potentially could.
Yeah, and that's a big deal, you guys. I've noticed you've really got to be careful. You guys know my story about that guy who followed and I chipped his thing and whatever got.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Oh, well, that's
The
another
guy.
story. That's
okay.
the other
Okay,
dude.
now. I didn't know this.
Okay, so I was driving and I gave my business card to a guy who I was driving in front of him and a rock came up and chipped his window, like little tiny. He was pissed. He honestly scared me off the road, pretty much is what he did. I don't know what that's called. He drove me off the road, pretty much. So I gave him my business card, y'all. It had my phone number, my email, my address.
Oh.
If you have, I don't know if you guys are like me, but if you have business cards, I'm honestly going to say go buy new ones if they have anything other than your website, your protected email, and your phone number.
Yeah, not your
Don't
address.
put your address. Don't put it, honestly, if you've already spent 40, 50, 60 bucks, my dad was even like, that's not worth your safety. You don't know where those cards are going to go. You just don't know.
Whose hands are going to get in.
Yeah. And so you guys, I'm just going to say, that really quick because I feel like it was a scary thing. And I like prayed to God every day. I was like, please just have him lose my address. And supposedly the girl that said, hey, do you have her address? And he's like, no, I only have her phone number. So I don't know where that thing went, but somehow I hope my card was lost. You know what I mean? But I think that sometimes we just got to be careful. So like on your stuff, be careful. On your Facebook account, take off your personal information. On your stuff, take off your personal information. Be careful. If you get emails from people and it sounds shady, talk to me. Don't just send out the product. Or, we get a lot of emails when you own your own business. You get a lot of different emails that are junk and say, I'll send you cash. My sister's cousin's boyfriend's wedding and sisters, and my dog died, but I'm deaf and I can't talk to you because I'm actually Indian and I can't speak English. And I only know these words, and so I can't really talk to you, but they won't tell you that. Okay? Well, what happens? They wire the money, they get it out of the country, it's no longer linked, and you've got to pay the money back. Do not be silly when those things come out. Do not think like I did and say, no, I think it's legit. Okay? Okay, is that good? Because I do feel like a separate email might be really smart because like I do a lot of my bridals through Utah and I've got tons of emails coming through. But honestly, I do have lots of different spam crap coming through too. Don't be spammy with your Mary Kay stuff. Don't be spammy. I honestly remember my Facebook comment, try to post different things. Here's my life. Here's my girlfriends. Here's me camping. Here's my kids. Here's my this. You know what I mean? And maybe just a thought. Try and build up people following you again. Does that make sense? Okay.
There was one class I went to like 2 years ago at Career Conference, and they said that only like 20% of what you post on Facebook should be Mary Kay. Everything else should be family or faith or whatever. But she said like even that is pushing it 20%. Yeah.
And
on
so,
your personal site.
Yeah.
On your personal.
Which is why you guys, I did a Facebook page because honestly, a lot of what I do, like Mary Kay is my life. A lot of times like Mary Kay, as a single woman, Mary Kay really is a lot of my life. We're like church. And we're like, went to church today. Woo! Maybe I should start doing that, Like maybe people want to see that I went to church today. But I think it's true. I think that's important and to connect with people. And I think reaching out to them rather than reaching to you or you fishing for them. I feel like a lot of people are just fishing. And that's kind of how sometimes I feel like with all those pages I'm freaking added to. You know, don't add customers to it that haven't purchased from you. Add customers that want to be with you. You know, add them, and don't be offended when people leave. Just let it go, because I know I'm gonna be offended when people leave my little group, my 37 people in my group. I'll be offended, but I'm like, it's okay. They don't want to be there, and that's okay. Like, that was the whole point of it. You want to be there, you'll be there. Okay, which is why I said I'm not going to be spammy on this thing. Okay, all right. The last.
You said that's what you said on there. Like screenshot it.
Yeah, I could do that. Would you guys want that?
Yes.
Okay. Build your own flyers. So the last one is build your own flyers. Are you ready? You could just come out. I just want to finish this real quick. Okay. Yeah, just come on out. Build your own flyers, you guys. So build your own flyers means you can build your own I Deserve It All bag. You can build your own this. You can build your own all those different things that Mary Kay has. You can build everything yourself. So you guys, I would not change what we do as a group. Why would I say that? Like, I wouldn't make your own I Deserve It All bag. Why would I say that? It already works. A confused mind does nothing. Thank you. A confused mind does nothing. Here's our guest. Give her an applause. Okay, come on up here. Well, you can bring her up here. Go ahead. Come on up here. Come on. Come here. This is hugging me and love me. Okay. All right, go for it, Jess.
Okay, so this is Aubrey. She was Mika's amazing guest. She's super awesome. So go ahead and tell us one thing you learned in our skincare class and one thing that you loved.
I learned that there's a lot of different processes you can take, and there's a lot of different options you can use. Like, a lot of people want to sell one specific thing to do for like one specific person, but here you have so many different options for so many different skin types or what kind of stuff you like. And then, what was the other part?
One thing you loved.
Man, your guys' moisturizer's killer.
Are you dry? Do you have dry skin?
Me too.
Mega. It's okay, so, and now we all get to yell compliments at you, so it's really exciting. So what do we love on Aubrey?
What all did you do?
Yeah.
Your skin is fantastic. What color is she? Beige 6? 4. I like it. With a what foundation or with what powder one? A beige one? Or an ivory? Beige one. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous to shoot that. Like maybe it was wrong.
I'm just curious. It looks really good. It looks really good.
So anyone compliments me, so I think it's my genetics. It's where I got it from.
What side did you do?
For eye cream?
Everything.
We did both.
No, y'all are not listening to me, sir.
Jess, I'm sorry. No, she's just way nicer than me. She's like so much nicer. I only make you do half the face.
Well, we had a lot of time.
Oh, did you?
Did you do half and then add the other half on?
No, we just did it all.
Yeah.
There's no one else in there, so we're like,
You
go
guys
big
had
or go
free time.
home.
Awesome.
I'm good with it.
I was excited. We'll give a round of applause on our skincare class. Together. Okay, so we're gonna have people. You guys, we're just gonna stop where I was. I just don't have time to finish everything. But did you guys learn a lot? Yes. Seriously, give me a round of applause. Yeah. You're welcome. I actually did spend hours on this today, and I really did spend hours on putting my stuff together and working through my customers. So I want you to know, before I bring this to you, I really don't just pull out of me. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I want all of our women who had any sales today to stand up. Stand up, get any sales this week. All right, what happened to my unit? What is this? There we go. All right, $50 or more stay standing. Woohoo! $100 or more stay standing. Good job, guys. Good job. 150. 200. Good job. 250. Good job. 300. Okay. $300 weeks going up here. All right, so 350 step forward. Okay. 400 step back. 450. Good job, okay, so stay up here. All right, 500 step back. 550 step forward. step back. Good job. Okay, you ready? Let's count with us. So 650 step forward. 700 step back. Oh my gosh, I love Queen. All right, do you need anything from this little goodie bag?
I'll do the whole bag.
Nope, that's not good.
Well, we'll do these. I love profile cards.
Oh my gosh, our queen! Now also, you also get this. I'm doing double prizes today. Are you so excited? So proud of you. You know what? Honestly, it's about time that we have more people out there. I'm super proud of all you. So you're all gonna get a bumblebee. Woo! All right, one tip. How do we sell, 500, 700, and whatever you sold? So, first of all, how many hours did you spend this week holding parties? Danny? 3.5 hours. 8 hours. Awesome. 11. Awesome. I love it. How much did you spend booking?
I spent probably an hour and a half.
Okay.
Booking.
Okay, awesome. So you didn't book it all this week?
No, because I just had parties. I'm just booking from them.
Good job. See, it's easy to book from your bookings. Okay, super smart. Okay.
Hours.
What?
2 hours.
2 hours. Awesome, you guys. 2 hours of booking every single week. Even when we are brilliant like this, we should still probably do 2 hours of booking. But I love that you did awesome. It's fantastic. Really good.
I was like, oh,
You're like, oh, that's so flat tire today. Okay. So you guys, I'm really honestly so proud of each of you. I know I didn't get to talk to you at all this. You didn't box me, but I'm sure you boxed your director.
I did. That's fucking Chris.
Good. You guys, I'm super proud of you. So what is one tip that you could give to our new consultants here and all of our consultants, working 11 hours, and we had how many in sales? How much in sales again?
It was 553.
553. And she calls me, she's like, I should have had more. I could have done better. And what did I tell you back?
Be excited.
Right. It's great. It's fantastic. So what did you learn this week?
So I learned that 5 parties a week isn't hard. So maybe that's a big one.
Did you hold 5 parties this week? Your first time! Woo! That's huge! Good job! Okay.
And I learned to not celebrate too early and just keep going and that's I think what I was better at this week is not getting too excited. Oh, I booked 2, but then I didn't stop there. And I was like, hey, that's 2. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
And then after I would hold a party, I would still book again. So it wasn't. I think that's what I would do before is I would like book a little bit and then I'd hold my parties and I'd book at the beginning of the week. But this
and now you're learning
being
how to be consistent booking with your parties.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to know her hourly rate? After splitting,
yes,
after splitting 50-50, you got paid $25 an hour. Woo! $25 an hour, you guys. How many of you that would not suck?
That would not.
That would not suck.
That
would not suck. Okay, so Haley, what's one thing that you would share? And you said how many hours did you do? 4? 4.5?
I did 8.
Okay, that's better.
4 parties. 8 hours.
Awesome. So 4 parties, 8 hours. Fantastic. And what advice or what did you learn this week?
Well, my thing is like I just had a lot of customer orders as well, just because.
Awesome. Customer base.
Yeah, customer base. And so like I have this one girl who was a team member and she just kind of fizzled out, but I still take care of her. And she reordered $250. Even though like she's still technically a team member, but she was like, I'm not really into it. But so you just still take care of the people, even if you feel like they left you in one way, they're still customers.
And you love them.
I love her.
Yeah. You guys, I love that. That's so good. You want to know your average hourly rate? $40 and 62 cents after her 40-60 split. Woo! Really awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so Danny, what did you learn? What was your total sales?
345.50. What I learned again is just like when you're super excited about the products, like they're super excited. And they're like, I can't wait to go home and try this, and it's gonna be so great. And then like you're more excited, and you just like bounce off each other with your energy, with your excitement. And honestly, they just love to like spend time with you. It's not, I don't know, like a burden. Because I think a lot of times when we're booking, it's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be inconvenient for me or for them, and that's not true on either part. Because like they super appreciate you spending time with them.
Would you like to know your hourly rate? You said 3.5 hours? Y'all, for 3.5 hours, she's paid $49 an hour. Woo! Imagine if you worked 11 hours. I mean, I'm just saying. Right? Throw it out. 542. Imagine if you'd work 20 hours. That's $1,000, y'all. A lot of you work way more than that with part-time jobs. Imagine you worked 40 hours. Imagine you did a 10-40 week with a 49 average. 40 hours. That's $2,000 in a week. How awesome is that? Give them all a round of applause, you guys. And our queen! Super proud of you. Thanks so much. You guys can sit down now. All right. When you have bookings on your books, God opens doors and He opens windows, and things can happen when you have things on your books because nothing happens until somebody sells something. Sell something. There's my unit. All right, stand up if you have any bookings on your books right now. Good job, you guys. Very good. I'm up two, just by the way. Okay, so one booking on your book or more. Go woohoo! Woohoo! 2. Woohoo! 3. Woohoo! 4. Woohoo! Wow, it's exciting. Remember, 3 is the slow. Yeah. Get to 5. Get to 5 as fast as you can. Okay, promise? Promise. You guys promise. Promise. Do not stay at 3. 3 is a slow jazz. Bye, Megan. If I was you, I wanna be me too. That's her song, apparently. Oh, she's right there. It is. What's up? Forgot to tell you. I know. I get it though. My love language is money. So double interest. Technically, it's your money, but that's fine. Okay, so we have 4. Everyone's getting the 4. So proud of you guys. So proud of everyone. Okay, 5. Oh! Oh! Okay, go Danny. Woo! Okay, like that. Like that. Okay, we're at 5. Get on up here, you guys. 5. 5 keeps the dream. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 5. You got 6 step forward. 7 step back. Yes. 8. Good job. So exciting. 8, how many? 9? Just 8. 8, you guys are queen. Yeah, up here twice. So awesome. So queen of sales and already has 6 on your books right now. 700 on her books right now. So exciting. My gosh, more housing. I'm going to get some more bumblebees. Hold up a second. Here you go, bumblebee. Bumblebee tuna. I used to sing that song when I was little. I know. I know. I'm actually a really good singer. If you drive with me, I was thinking the entire musical to you. The entire one. You've done it. I've done it with everyone.
Like a musical meeting night.
Oh. Actually, you guys have an idea. So I have an idea. So I was thinking, because it's Halloween and we're already over by 1 minute, I was thinking, awesome! So I'm not thinking that we would watch Hocus Pocus. And then I was thinking either, how many of you guys would like that? Yeah. Woo! If we did that? No! Like yeah. Hocus Pocus, we watch Hocus Pocus. And then we would just do something super fun. So everyone who finishes their 600 in this month will be invited in October, like, I don't know, but right around Halloween or something. We could do earlier, we could do later. I don't care when we do it. But I was thinking that would be super fun. Plus, I don't know, I'll find out something else fun to do while we're there. But wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. That would be super fun? Okay, great. That'd be fantastic. Okay, so really quick, really fast. I want to say, like, first of all, our queen, I'm going to have you go last. Okay, so we have our double queens over here. So I want to know maybe, like, how many hours, well, you didn't spend very hours. You booked from your booking. So tell us about that. How do we do that?
So it's just full circle. So I do the party, I sell, then I book,
and then I recruit. So yeah.
So working full circle, you guys, it really does work.
It does.
And it's not hard, is it?
No.
Awesome.
You offer free product.
Awesome. Very good. Good stuff. All right, go. 1, 2, 3. Just FYI, I totally did that with my FHE group on Monday. And they did really good. Did they?
Yeah.
Well, that's because I screwed. Okay, Lindsay.
Just what we did. Get it?
No, I want a tip. Booking. I don't know, a tip. Yeah,
Booking your
tip.
PMS appointments is huge because I got like free bookings from booking for an hour and a half, but then I got 4 bookings from just a party and a half, kind of, because it wasn't really a party, it was like double facial, but I still got PMS appointments from that and just making that a priority again. So
Awesome. So making it a priority, which means you have a goal. Everyone say goal.
Goal.
Y'all, if you don't have a goal every single day, then you're not going to have as much success in your business as you could. Okay. All right. Our queen. What do we need to learn from you?
Well, so many things.
I know.
No, with booking.
I know.
With booking, I just kind of already said it. I've made it an effort to be continuously booking. Booking for my bookings is a big one, and reaching out to previous people that have my customers that have never held a party for me, but then they were at one, or we didn't do a PMS, or because I live in 2 places, some people didn't really work out. And so now that I'm back here in Roxbury, I've been reaching out to those people, and they're still excited about it, or they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you can do that," and reminding them of the experience that they had has been really good too. So.
Our queens, give them a round of applause. That's how you get my drinks too. Thank you for reminding me. Where's my purse? We're done. Hold it.
What is this jar?
What was the challenge last week, you guys? First of all, is this ring not beautiful?
Yes.
Isn't that beautiful? Not super pretty. Not pretty. Not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. I mean, it's not pretty. Okay. Isn't this pretty?
I love that ring.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's like so pretty. Like it's like could not be my price. Yeah, it can.
It is.
Why did you earn that?
Because I did, well, can I tell the whole story? So
Yeah, you can.
first, so I got 15 pieces in 7 days a while ago, and I didn't get a ring that everybody else gets because my fingers are too skinny. So I got this ring, but I had to do it twice, and so I had it for a while, and then I lost it because I never got it, and so then I just won it again.
Yeah, and I think that it was funny because she said, "No, you can't wear it." I was like, "I'm gonna wear it all the time." She's like, "No, you can't wear it. You'll stretch it out."
No, you said I was gonna stretch it out. I
Well,
said,
then
don't do that.
Yeah, but then she actually probably had a little panic attack. She's like, "I gotta earn it fast," because she really will stretch it out. So really, really proud of you. I mean, seriously, Becca, you guys, she's been holding consistently just one party for the past like month and a half to 2 months. She's literally just been holding one party consistently every single week, coming to meeting. She's been in Driggs this whole time, driving back and forth. You guys, when you make an effort, things will happen every single time. So I think such a fun thing to be an example, such a fun thing to have running buddies with all of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are doing this, and a lot of you guys are like, wait a minute, I'm holding one party a week. I can be like that too. So just remember, like, every time you do something successful, every time you win, the best thing you can do for your best friends is be successful. And that's the best thing you guys can do, is be successful for your friends to follow. And just breathe belief into each other, and I'm super proud of you. You don't complain. You always work for your emotion. And you're always willing to do something different, and you're always willing to notice things that you need improvement on or want improvement on, and that's the difference, is you want improvement on it. And I'm really proud to watch you every week. I've watched you grow. So really, really proud of you. Definitely deserve that ring. What do you want?
Well, can I have what's in right here?
Well, no, you can't.
I just had to call check. How am I gonna know?
I mean, here's the thing for your car.
Oh, are you for real? I didn't see that.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So you guys, for this week, what was the challenge last week?
Oh.
I want you to stand up if you have already earned your bracelet this month. Stand up if you've already earned it, or you're gonna earn it tonight. Stand up.
Oh, this week.
Yep, that's it. Stand up if you're $100 away. Stand up if you're $200 away. Stand if you're $300 away. No one is $300 away. Stand if you're $400 away. Very good. There we go. Stand up if you're $500 away. Yay! Woo! Stand up if you're $600 away. All right, you guys. I want everyone to do it. At the count of 3, I want all of us to say, we can do it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We can do it! Woo! Okay, so the challenge for this week. Oh my gosh. Who's registered for retreat? Stand up. Woo! Okay, so you guys, if you're not registered for retreat, or if you are, look around the room. Someone needs to go with you. Do not go to retreat by yourself. You need to bring your girlfriend with you. You need to wrap her around your arm. You need to get special gifts for someone that's important to you, that you love, that you want to come with you, and make an effort to let them know, I want you to come with me. I want you to come with me. Look her toe to toe, face to face, eye to eye, belly button to belly button. Say, I need you to come with me. Let's do it together. Why can't we do that? Does that make sense? If they don't want to go, don't drag them. Find someone that does. Okay? We have how many days till it closes? 5. 5. 4. 5. The night's not over. Okay, very good. So, yay! I'm excited. Okay, so you guys, the challenge for this week. I'm like sweating like a mad woman up here. What? Yeah. Okay. The challenge for this week. What is it? What?
I said find someone for a retreat.
Yeah, find someone for a retreat. Okay. We talked about customer database. You guys figure out how you're going to work with your customers. And I want you to go through your customers and all 6 of those things we talked about. Get your customer things going on. So get online, have some, I'm like sweating. It's like there. It's like dripping. That's disgusting. It's like wet. You want to feel? No. That feels so weird. Sorry. She doesn't know me yet. It's so exciting.
You look like him. That's why.
I know. You should see him with makeup on. We're like twins. He's a lot skinnier than me. I'm like twice. I'm 2 of him. It's just like that. Okay. So what was I gonna say? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, you guys get customers, and honestly, I'm gonna do a challenge actually. I want y'all to find 10 new customers this week. Woo!
Okay.
I got 10 new customers this week. Right? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might be able to do that. That was an expensive ring. I'm not gonna lie, actually. That was a really nice ring. Do you guys like that ring? Yeah. Woo! All right. How about I pick a prize by the end of this week when you have 10 new customers? Now, what does this mean, you guys? You could have a party of 3. You could have 3 different parties and have 10 new customers. Okay, don't overthink this. You could have people call you cousins, aunts, and sisters and add them as customers, as new customers. So 10 new customers to add to your database, to send out the things. I would try figuring out those different things with the website. Pick one every day, because that's the thing. 10 new customers this week, and I want you to take every day this week and do one of those 6 things. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? Yeah. One of those 6 things. Corey, can you explain it to Jeff after? Okay. So one of those 6 things and 10 new customers. Y'all ready for that? Woo! 10 new customers in your database? Woo! Very good. All right, we're out. Let's go. So exciting. Oh, Lindsay, give her a round of applause for bringing cookies. Woo! Thank you so much. Okay, right. You gonna be okay? Clapping. Yeah.